Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be reviewing the Promised Neverland chapter 35. And this chapter, I really enjoyed this chapter, to be quite honest with you. So, we don't really see a whole lot of information being used in this chapter, but instead we see the kids' actual plan go into fruition finally. Actually, they are successfully escaping from the facility. But first, let's go back before we actually get to that point. So Emma basically told the Phil, whenever at the end with Phil at chapter 34, that he stopped Mama, was like, hey, apparently Phil is the only one that knew about Emma's plan. And apparently, I think he was supposed to be like 5 years old, I believe, because I believe everyone under the age of 5 was basically not going to come with Emma and the rest of the gang. And we kind of knew that, because at the other chapters that we have seen, right when back in the beginning, when the Promised Neverland started, when they were actually making their plan, Ray and Norman and Emma pretty much knew that they wouldn't be able to bring the children along, because if anything, they would hold them back, which is very true. And while Emma didn't want to accept it, she actually accepted it in this chapter. Apparently, the rest of the kids do not know exactly what is going on in Emma's grand escape with the other kids. They are pretty much just aware of the fact that the facility is now on fire of where they're staying at. But Phil actually knows exactly what is going on. Phil is actually told to Emma, and he starts to catch on to, as what the harvest is actually about. These kids who are being sent off to be consumed by these demons. We are pretty much just livestock living here just to be eaten away by them. We are their, source of energy. We're the source of their energy. If they do not consume us, they will probably die off. And what's also interesting about Phil is that he also seems to be holding the Minerva book. If you look at it closely, like down on the right-hand panel of, I forget which page it was, but it was kind of early on. You guys will see the panel. You see Phil holding the William Minerva book at the same time where Emma is actually holding the William Minerva pen, which is very cool. So, and also, I believe Phil was also using William Minerva's book actually as a reference for his own drawings as a kid. But it's just kind of interesting that he had it this whole entire time, while Emma, from what we have seen Emma, Norman, and Ray with, we have basically been seeing the pen, pop up throughout the chapters of the Promised Neverland, but Phil actually has the book now. The last time I think we actually saw the book was when we were at the library. So I'm pretty sure with Phil having that book, I'm pretty sure he gave it to Emma and Ray to actually use in their escape, because, hey, they don't know exactly what William Minerva is, or who he is, or what exactly these things are in the facility. They're obviously secrets for, the orphanage that they are staying at, why exactly they are spread out into different sections, and they need to decipher the language, because if you remember back at the library chapter where we first see the book being picked up, there is a language that they are completely unaware of. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to see that later on. So I'm pretty much assuming that Phil gave them back the book, and also, obviously, they have the pen that they will use later on in the chapters. But yeah, Emma and Ray's plan is just going too well right now. Everything is going too smoothly, and usually things that go too smoothly are pretty much not really that well thought out. And worse, the plan could end up getting people killed in the process. And by the end of the episode, we see, or the end of the episode, gee, this is what happens when you review too much anime. By the end of the chapter, we see that Mama ends up calling pretty much everyone in the facility to, that we have intruders. I don't know if other counselors, like other mamas, are actually gonna make their way to, you know, stop them. But we do know that the demons apparently are going to go after them. The demon patrol force, you know, and the leader actually states to them, anyone who is insufficient, kill them off. Anyone who is efficient, capture them. And as we would know, Emma and Ray are probably the most viable substances for the demon's consumption. Maybe Gilda and, I forget the other dude's name. I can't really remember. But anyway, probably them as well. But as far as the rest of the other kids go, they're probably going to be killed off. So maybe even if Emma and Ray and maybe even Norman escape, most likely there is going to come a cost. And that's probably where we're going to see death later down the line of the Promised Neverland. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But so far, Promised Neverland is actually being pretty promising right now. It's actually getting pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good before, but this has definitely caught my interest now. Like, stuff is just getting good. I wonder what's going to happen after the escape. So what did you guys think about this chapter? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button down below if you enjoyed the video and also want to see more anime and manga reviews from me. That about does it for this one, everyone. I'm Professor Anime, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.